about half past dead. I just need some place where a man might find a bed. He just grinned and shook my hand, oh, was all he said. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and you put a load right on me. Howdy folks, Bluesboy Jag here with yet another 4-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's the band and the weight. We are tuned to open G, so this is a 5th string A tuned down to G. You can tune off of me. That's your 4th string D tuned normal to D, and your 3rd string G tuned normal to G, just like a regular 6-string guitar. And your 1st string is a B, just like a 2nd string from a regular 6-string guitar. So A tuned down to G, a D tuned normal to D, a G tuned normal to G, and a B tuned normal to B. Alrighty, what we have here is a slow, sort of a country-ish feel to this song. And we're going to start out playing a really cool intro here. It's a little tricky in a couple spots. So we're going to start out on the 2nd string, and we're going to be on the 9th fret with your 1st finger. And what we're going to do is hammer on 2 frets up with your 3rd finger. Then you use your 2nd finger, and you're going to be on the 10th fret. And then you're going to do a hammer pull on that 2nd string, and the same thing on the 3rd string. One more time. Real slow. So I'm barring all the way across there on the 7th fret. So the picking is pretty intricate on this. I'm using my thumb and 1st finger. That's just how I like to do it. You can use whatever fingers you want, really. 2nd finger goes there. Now that last lick, I'm barring all the way across, and I'm hammering only 1 string. I'm hammering from my 1st finger to my 3rd finger on the 3rd string. And then I'm barring all the way across on the 1, 2, and 3 strings, not barring on the 4th. That last lick is pretty cool. So I'm using my 3rd finger on the 3rd string, 9th fret, and my 1st finger 2 frets below. Then I'm barring all the way across on that A chord on the 2nd fret. One more time, in real time. So the tempo on this one is slow and kind of loping. That's what I call it. So when we get to that A chord is... That's the general feel of the strum pattern. So you don't want to be doing down, up, down, up, down, up. You want to put some space in there. So this is what it sounds like. notice what I'm doing here is I'm strumming air. I'm keeping my hand moving to the beat, but I'm not strumming every single up and down movement. All right, so the transition from the intro into the verse. Nazareth. So we're playing that A chord on the 2nd fret, barring all the way across. Pulled into Nazareth. When he sings Nazareth, pulled into Nazareth. So we're doing that B minor there. Make sure you don't bar all the way across that G string, because that ain't gonna work. Normally that's bar is from a 6-string tuned natural, right? And we are tuned open G, so that ain't gonna work. So the only thing you can do is second finger on the 1st string, 5th fret, and then your pinky on the 2nd string, 6th fret, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd string, 6th fret. Pulled into Nazareth. Now there's another way you can do this. You can kill your, by the way, you can kill your 4th string with your thumb there on that B minor. Or you can play this one right here for the A. Pulled into Nazareth. And when you get to that word Nazareth, this is your other B minor. So I've got my 2nd finger on 1-5, my pinky is on 2-6, and my 3rd finger is on 2-6, and my thumb is on 4-6. It's a real nice fat B minor because it has that 4th string in there. So that's the one I like to use. Pulled into Nazareth, and when he sings the word Nazareth, that's when you do the chord. I was pulled into Nazareth, feeling about half past dead. So this one right here is just a bar across the 7th fret. So what chord would that be, ladies and gents? That's G, A, B, C, D. Once again, from the verse. Pulled into Nazareth, was feeling about half past dead. I just need to find some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No was all he said. So that's the verse right there, and that verse repeats with the same chords throughout the whole song. So at this point, it's going to be the chorus. So one more time on that last line. So it kind of picks up in volume there. So it's kind of low here. No was all he said. Take a load off Fanny. So right here, we're just going to be playing the A chord, barring across the 2nd fret, and we're going to go up here to the 7th fret for the D chord, back and forth. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. And you put the load right on. So these chords are going to be A flat, G flat, E, and D. And believe it or not, that's the entire song. It repeats that same chord progression 5 or 6 times for each of the verses. So let's try it all the way through at the proper tempo. Nazareth, was feeling about half past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned verse, and it repeats that for the whole song. So how would we play some solos in this key? And what key are we in, by the way? Well, we're in A. So how do you figure out what key it's in? Well, I'm going to give you just a real short kind of a synopsis explanation on that. So usually the beginning chord and the ending chord is the key. So what chord sounds like a good chord to end it on? That's almost always the C. What chord does it sound like you should start on? Not always, but usually it's going to be the key of the song. In that case, it's going to be A. So have fun with that. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out my website, jagshouse.com. Cigar box guitars just like this one for 20 years, over 4,000 sold. And we'll see you next time.